So people act like we forgot, like we didn't know the stakes were high, even though we were the ones being harassed. We weren't approached by the strong arm of the police enforcement. No, we were straight. We were strictly taken to the military force, and they were threatening to have special forces come down on ordinary people. And they were listening to everybody, watching everybody, seeing what do they want, right? And waiting, like, will they falter? What is this about? And in the fallout, not knowing that this was a plight of everybody, some were too scared to stand up. Because let's be honest, just a few years ago, people were being killed for saying things or knowing things that they shouldn't have. They were literally being killed. And people know this, people knew this. So people knew the dangers to this kind of stuff. But as big as someone thinks he is, there are people out there that are bigger. And at any given moment, when he realized it wasn't him being spoken about, he realized at any given moment you make a move, you will be put in a certain bracket. If you don't end up in court, which you don't want to, then you will be removed by force. This became the big fear, the big paranoia, this is what they want to do. They don't want progress. Whilst the same people were the people who were doing business as usual. And they were like, yes, you take lead, you take charge. We take all the credit. But we don't just take all the credit. We muddy up and we make sure that this process is as corrupted as can be. It was disgusting. I didn't want to become a part of that. So I moved. I decided to remove myself from that. I had options. I don't know them a thing. And then they decided to go after those that were close to me, thinking, they must be the reason. They must be the ones sustaining him. If we want to destroy him, we have to take these ones out, or we have to take those ones out just because they're making us look bad and so forth. They crossed the line, and until that's settled, won't get anything from me. Fuck SWAPO. I said that. Fuck SWAPO in the derogative manner that it should be said, because it's become a political whore. That does not differentiate itself from government. How can a party not celebrate government which it helped form? It was a part of this. So no, what we want are not the old principles of fighting against who. No, what we want is moving forward, and we don't need a political party for that to happen. We can walk in tandem. Heck, who are we? We're not struggle kids. I've come to the point where I just really don't care. Oh, what is going up? Oh, this is happening. Oh, that is happening. I don't care. Because when they show their true colors, everybody, that's when it died for me. The interest, the inspiration that I had, the hope of taking these things further, it just went away into mere political speeches, political Hail Marys. As the president spoke, people behind were making signs and smiling. It's like, we're here. Weren't they supposed to be mourning? And that's the culture. This is the culture here. It's just a bit worse. SADC is bigger than the EU, even with the United Kingdom. So what exactly are its weaknesses? I mean, I know what they are. I know what it is. But that just makes it much more frustrating. I won't stay in a place where you have worked so hard. People have taken all of your hard work through malicious means, and you're okay with that to continue. In fact, you work with these people. Attempts on your life, death threats. And for what? So I opened up the world to them. I said, these people don't seem to hate me as much as you do, and I don't think they want me to die. And this was an inconvenience. This is in case for the people that have been wondering why I lack participation in the so-called national problems and national traumas and dangers and what. They're all mediocre. They are of human design, mostly driven by greed, and having incompetent people in positions and removing competent people out of those positions just to make sure you keep your puppets up there and your position is safe. So what does that mean? You love yourself more than you love your country, and it's obvious. So I'ma look out for mine. those who support information redistribution, we're going to go on that route. And if some people decide to humble themselves and want to contribute, they are welcome. But just know that a lot of people know about certain snakes now, and they will be watching. And these hawks, they'll take you into the air and drop you to the ground. And I have no reservation or pity for people who can pretend, literally pretend, to care about dire situations that people are facing when the solutions are there. Instead, preoccupy themselves with spying on me. If I'm to take up the torch again, then it's time we have mutual respect. Those insults were to the new SWAPO. I won't go into detail. I know some people from some SWAPO businesses who went out of their way to do certain things. And I'm human. Certain people I will not forgive until my grave. My shadow, the disaster, will follow you. And until you're picking out of trash cans and admitting your wrongs like a crazy man, only then maybe will God relieve you. Of your pain. If you think you're untouchable and this can't happen, that works in my favor. You see, we need to secure our interests not for today but for tomorrow, but be pragmatic about it. For example, what would you prefer? Quality service or just service? Wires underground where if it rains they might be exposed, things that I built to last for 5 years. Or would you rather invest in quality? Something that you can hold, that has actual value. You see, money isn't the only thing that makes a person rich, and I'm not speaking about spirituality. If someone owns a building or land and so forth, they are not worth much until they are sold or liquidated, aren't they? Then they turn into the money that most people are familiar with. That choice is a choice. Living in isolation from it is also a choice. But panicking because of money, now that I can't entertain. The middle class are being overtaxed. And the rich and the fraudulent rich are not being taxed enough, and sometimes at all, because they are criminals. So if our internal machinery isn't working very well, the outside can't see potential that their investment would have internally, unless it's independent, and unless they have certain stakes in it so that they can pull out or call for a stop at any given time. So what I'm saying is mutual respect. And informational distribution will be running as it should. Otherwise, I have my options. I'm gonna get that thing done, it'll be done. And after that, I'll go where I'm being called. Maybe I'll be useful there. And if it's nice, I'll stay. It's not really about money for me. And those are the people that I'm mostly attracted to. That's what America is. Of course, money is there, but it's not predominantly about money as much as people think it is, because money here, money there, the headlines, oh, the nation, and so forth. No. So I stay, and we attempt this campaign, and we see if it goes through, if we're successful, and if we can complete what we set out to do. Or not. I don't mind. Because I know one thing. Self-importance is very important. It's dignity. And when you have a bunch of people that want to tell you you're worthless because they are beneath you, they don't deserve you. This is the question.